chapter 6, verse 13 and verse 14. Hebrews 6. It's good to see you. 13 and 14. Hebrews 6, 13 and 14. And this is the reading. For when God made promise to Abraham, because he could swear by no greater, he swore by himself, saying, surely blessing I will bless thee, and multiply you I will multiply thee. Look at somebody and say, I got a birthright called blessing. A cursed family, in a cursed time, in a cursed generation, that I serve in a cursed church, that I sing in a cursed choir, I work on a cursed job, that I got cursed children. And I came to tell you today, we got a birthright called blessing. Y'all go and clap your hands and thank God for your expectation. Lord, I thank you. Lord, I thank you. They don't even know it, but they live it because you are blessed. They don't even know. They don't even know why it don't rain on their parade. They don't even know why they live in raggedy, but God still keep raising them up. They don't even know. They don't have a clue. They think it's because they finally started matching their colors. They don't understand how they can be so disobedient and God still bless their lives. They don't realize because they're living out of your birthright called blessing. It ain't because you got a good budget, it's because you came from a good CJ. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You think you got it all together now. You don't have to tell God thank you. You wonder why the car accident didn't kill you. You wonder why the repo man came and got your car. You wonder why the house didn't burn down because you laid up in there sleeping. Gone to sleeping and burn up the bacon and burn up the house. You wonder how heathens ain't got locked up. You wondering why in the world you ain't got locked up. Well, I came to tell you why they ain't got locked up. It's because of the birthright that you have called. Somebody say blessing. You're living because of my birthright. I don't say it before I bring the anybody because they say you want one finger, you got 10 today. You got a birthright called blessing. Now sit down, let's talk for about 20 minutes and I'll get on out of your way. God, we now thank you, we bless your name. God, give your people liberty that when this Holy Ghost hits them and they know they got a reason to tell you thank you, God. Don't let nobody get offended if they say, excuse me, I'm going to pop up. Excuse me, I feel a popcorn moment. I know it's going to be only that pop. God, I don't understand nobody, but I just go pop off every now and then. They ain't going to be out of order. They ain't going to stop the service if every now and then somebody just pop up and tell God thank you. So you don't know what I've been through. You don't know how close I've been to the place called giving up. You don't know how close I've been to the place called just go on and die. Go on and get it over with. Go back where you came from. Don't nobody really love you. Don't nobody really know you. Don't nobody really understand you. Ain't nobody really listening. So when I came to realize I'm in a safe place, and every now and then I feel like I need to just go on and get rid of this part of me that tells me I'm okay, I'm not okay. And just give me a second or two, I just need to pop up and tell God thank you. I need to just thank you. You ever tried to destroy yourself and it would need work? You hooked up with somebody you knew was much crazier than you. And you knew they had the potential to do anything. It was nothing that they were afraid to do. And you knew you put your life in harm's way every time you were with them. But every time that they're ragged, it got real bad. God just came in and dried it right on up. You know why you didn't get caught up and mixed up and started doing what was going on? It was because you got a birthright called being blessed. You too blessed to die. You are too blessed to be out here. You are too blessed to be in trouble. You are too blessed. Come on, y'all, let me go. Let me get into this. Let me get into this. He keeps on blessing me. Every time I turn around, he keeps on blessing me. Every time I turn around, you ever done something and you knew that there was going to be a severe penalty? You were expecting the penalty to be great because God never moves. He never takes away the consequences of our disobedience, also aka sin. He never. But somewhere in the heart of God, Father God, He does not take away the penalty. He basically molds it that it fits me. So what I would have gotten, I didn't get. What I did deserve. Mr. Mercy, you're hitting me. My God, my God. And let me tell you something. A lot of people don't understand that. A heartbreak is better than a hard heart. See, he dried my tears away. That meant I still have heart. Turn my midnight into day. That's why on every night I can say, thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. I won't complain. See, a heartbreak is better than a hard heart every day. God has been good to me. broken. Because I'm going to mend the broken heart. But you thank me when the heart is broken. Because a broken heart can be mended. But a hard heart, it will lead to death. You will kill yourself. You will cause your heart to become so overwhelmed with one offense that you will miss every other thing. 999 things that are right, but one thing has caused your heart to become whole. Come on, let's go into the Word of God. I got to go. Well, you need to know what you're getting into before you come back home. You don't need to be trying to take you a pretty picture. I tell you that we even got a quiet church. We are not quiet. And we are not reserved, because all of that belongs to God. And I'm looking for a church that is flooded with family. I don't care what they look like. I don't care what color they are. I don't care what they look like, how they smell, how they act. None of that bothers me, because I've been a part of all of that. Nothing now is going to satisfy me until I see heaven here on earth. I want to see the heaven that God promised. Because He spoke it out of heaven, the third heaven. And because Adam and Eve, mankind, sinned, God had to bring Himself up. Because it was always designed that we would always be together. We would just meet in the garden. Leave y'all alone. That's why Jesus went back to the garden. It was always designed that we were going to meet in the garden. That's why the last place that Jesus was in the garden. I went to the garden that He was in. I got down and went into His tomb. And His body was not there. Come on, let's go. Leave y'all alone. And today we begin to look over to the book of Hebrews. The book of Hebrews now has been written, and it has been written to the Jewish hearer. It has been written to those who are Jewish believers. And it has been designed now to give them strength and support, to bring them strength and support, because they're dealing with family matters. They're dealing with friends that started out with them, and these friends have begun to turn their back on them because they are moving away from customs and how they used to do things. They're not doing it anymore because that's the norm. They are doing it now because they have heard the voice of God. And now they understand that what they are tangled into now, it is much bigger than their family name. Now they are beginning to understand, I have been taken out of my family and put into the kingdom. Now they're beginning to understand, I cannot forfeit my right, because now I have a right to walk in more than spiritual awareness. I realize that I am not just now dressed up in this earth suit and this big spirit is in me. I realize I have been designed and called from my mother's womb for spiritual success. I realize now, come on, I want to wake somebody up. I realize now that I have become a beneficiary to some rights that I have never even asked God to activate. There's something about me, there's something in me, and it's bigger than being saved. It's bigger than being transformed. It's bigger than being justified by faith. It's bigger than being sanctified, set apart. There are a lot of sanctified folk and they still ain't nice. Help me somebody. And so in this particular chapter, the writer encourages the believer. He says, first of all, you got to settle down. You got to settle down, and you got to get some substance and some stability. You got to get some spiritual stability so that your faith can become perfected, meaning your faith can heat up over top of your problems, because everybody in the faith deals with somebody's problem. It deals in with faith beyond the fundamentals of your conversion. Everybody has had a Damascus Road experience unless they're still on it. Everybody has had a Damascus Road experience unless they're still on it. It says it deals with conversion, conversion, being converted from a sinful life to a saved life. It says that now somebody is going to grab hold to the horns of the altar, to grab hold to the altar of your heart and say, in me I know there are futuristic promises from God, and the favor of God is like a Tyrannese castle in my life. And the reason that God is not pouring is because I don't think it. I don't think that just because my world is not walking and reeling with blessings follow me home every day, but I don't realize it just because I still got breath in my body. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I'm just blessed because I'm alive. I am blessed because God has given to me an inheritance, and it's because of God's everlasting promise that he made to himself in the courtroom, in the conference room, when he called the meeting and he declared out of his own heart to himself, about himself, by himself, I am going to bless you immeasurably. I am going to supernaturally change the earth because I'm going to place you in it. I am going to bountifully bless you and your seed and your seed. And I'm going to bless you so much, you're going to be 75 when I give you the conversation. And for the rest of your life, now you're not going to have anybody to tell about it. You're so blessed you can't even talk about it. Because Abram has no one he can tell how blessed he is. He has no one who can relate to his invisible God. He's a man who has grown up in his own father's home. And he has slaves. He has people there to serve him, and to dress him, and to cook for him, and to make him look wonderful. And here his father now has to release him with his blessed son. And he has to tell his father, I can't take anything of yours with me. I can't take your gold. What does that mean? That means that the moment that he steps into the place that he knows not of, God changes the economy. So he don't need the money from where he came from, because the money will always hear what I'm saying. But when he gets to the place that he knows not of, he don't even know the name of it. It don't have a name. Only thing he knows is the nameless God called him. And he tells him, I'm going to bless you, and you can't even talk to nobody about it. Don't you know you can be so blessed that you can't even tell the person sleeping in the bed with you how blessed you really are. You can't even decipher and break it down and put it into words in an English vocabulary that your vernacular, your language, your linguistics needs to where that they are in the spirit, because you are so disconnected, because you are so blessed and your birthright is so big, and because it has not manifested, they are still thinking that y'all are just getting by, and you are saying, but God's getting ready to bring in the level of the Lord, and one day, in a few more days, I'm going to be able to show you. That's why you couldn't marry bad boy from around the way. That's why you had to be with Nelly the nerd. That's why you had to be with me with my Coca-Cola bottle eyeliner. That's why you had to be with me. That's why you had to hit the pin in the dress and marry you. That's why you couldn't get with Shady Shady. That's why you had to marry me, because their birthright is so heavy upon me, and you will be so blessed, not in the natural way, not in cars and houses and land, but because spiritually we will be so in tune to the hand of God and the move of God that death and sickness and stress and illness will not become part of our appetite. And we will be such a blessed people. Y'all are trying to hear what I got to say. Anybody can buy a house, but a house ain't never going to be a home until God is Lord over everything. People today, they got beautiful houses, but they ain't never had a home. Yo, come on, let's get this done. Now these believers, elder, these believers, they consider that they have become enlightened. They become enlightened, now they've gotten encouraged. You ever see somebody gets enlightened and encouraged, and as soon as they get enlightened and encouraged, they leave. They mean they're so good, they're so wonderful, they're so bright now. And when they make it back, if they make it back, they look like something the dog put the cat and drove in. They look like something that's been run over 4 or 5 times, back up, hit the brakes and run back over again. Y'all ain't trying to hear that. I'm a country girl. I'm a country girl. About a few months ago, I was riding down the road, minding my business. Actually, I was on my way to go get my hair done. I had a Don King hair day. So I thank God for my beautician time. She never lets me look like I feel. I was riding. I was in Big Black. Me and Big Black was riding along, and I rode around my corner, and I was speeding on the wrong side of the road. And I looked and I said, oh, that be a black snake. I stopped black. in the middle of the room. I back over it. I positioned black so both of the tires would run on the snake's head. I turned the truck around. You know, black is a big truck. Me and black, we was going zigzag. The snake zigzagged and back zigzag. I hit the brakes. I heard the head pop. I said, I still ain't satisfied. I struck it and I went forward. I stopped in the middle of the road. I'm trying to hear. See, when you got an enemy, you got to destroy it. Drove up a little bit further. I hit the brakes. I popped it back into reverse. I back down the road. I whipped around the corner. I saw a truck coming. I told the brother, hold on a minute, I ain't finished yet. They looked at me like, what the world is going on? I said, it's a snake and I plan on he won't birth nothing else that look like him. Y'all are trying to hear what I have to say. Now I know the animal ain't so far, we screaming, man, get mad. But that's all right. You can send me a letter saying I'm a snake killer. You doggone right, because I ain't no snake charmer. I believe he ain't got no business on my road. On my road. In my church. He ain't got no business. But he know I'm coming. He ought to get away. That's the deal with that scared spirit in some of us. And you notice I didn't say I got out the truck. But I used my weapon, which was a 2009 black Suburban. I kept the windows rolled up and the tires was rolling in. And I made sure I did it. I did it until I felt like he would never harm nothing else or no mice would have to worry about him. Y'all are trying to hear what I got to say. And when you know you got a birthright, you got to destroy. But you know if you let come in, it's going to destroy your birthright. It's going to destroy your blessing. It's going to destroy your seed. It's going to destroy your womb. It's going to destroy your work. It's going to destroy your vision. It's going to destroy your ministry. It's going to destroy your voice. It's going to destroy your marriage. It's going to destroy your grandchildren. It's going to destroy it. I'm going to sit down. Let's talk a few more minutes. God bless you. Thank you. I receive it. See, how bad do you want your brother? How bad do you want it? So I destroyed it. Now some people say, oh, that's such an unkind thing to do. Well, you talk to me later when you realize that I can become paralyzed by the very thought of being in the company of it. I am paralyzed. I can't move. I start hyperventilating. I start having dreams about it overtaking me. Y'all ain't catching me. You ever had something that came so close to your birthright that when you got tangled with it, you stopped being who you were before you met it? Y'all ain't trying to hear what I got to say. And it literally paralyzed you. And you knew that it could not beat you, but you were scared of trying it. You were scared. You were like a wounded captive bird in a prison. And you were in a prison in your own soul. And you were petrified. And all you could do was sit there and take it. And you moved based on its movement. So if it moved, you got a little more weak. Y'all ain't trying to hear me. You ain't trying to go in the spirit with me. You ever had an encounter with something? You ever had a thought, and that thought seemed like it was so real? You ever thought something about somebody that was thinking about you, and you were so off in your thinking because the enemy didn't want your birthright to be birthed in the blessing that the person was going to connect with you and do. So you became paralyzed before you connected with him. You knew you were on your way to something, but the moment you connected, you began to realize something is wrong. Something is wrong, and my birthright is being tainted and challenged, and I don't know now how to do anything about it because I'm paralyzed. I'm paralyzed. I'm paralyzed. I'm paralyzed. I know it's so good for me, but I don't know what to do about it. I know it's so good for me, but I don't know how to get out of it. I got a blessing. I know I'm blessed, but I'm always broke. Ain't nobody talking to me. I know I'm blessed, but I'm always sick. I know I'm blessed, but I'm always depressed. I know I'm blessed, but I'm always angry. I know I'm blessed, but I'm always defensive. Anybody trying to hear me? But if anybody know what I'm talking about, just clap your hands and talk like that. God deals with them. Y'all sit down. Short people in front, you can't see. They begin to talk. Here this writer is talking to them because he wants them to see there is an Abrahamic blessing upon you. There is a blessing upon you that God puts upon those that he presses himself into, that are called the true believers. Wherein God says unto them, I'm going to open unto you my good treasure. Heaven is going to give you the rain in your land in the time of the season. And when it's not supposed to grow, God said, I ain't going to let the drought hit you. I know that everybody else job dried up and they will give you a promotion on yours. I know they say you think it's awful that they're trying to get rid of you and you have done all this hard work. God said, they ain't getting rid of you for that reason. Because I got somewhere else that's going to bless you better than what you just got from. Y'all ain't trying to hear me. Some dry stuff you got to let go. See, you don't know it's dry because it's dry from the inside. So look on the outside, it look like it's wet. And so you so happy that it just look wet. But just remember this, people. Don't compare it because it looks wet. Believe you me, when it's dry on the inside, it's not going to take long for what's on the inside going to come to the outside. And God said, I'm going to get you something that's wet from the inside out, not from the outside in. Somebody tell God, thank you. He said, I'm going to bless the work of your hand. But that's not all. Because he says in this Abrahamic blessing, I am going to make you a lender. I'm going to make you a lender. You're no longer going to be walking around borrowing. You know, one thing I understand about the spirit of borrowing, it also comes with the spirit of amnesia. And so people that borrow, and when you borrow from them, it means give it to me without any restrictions of you ever getting it back. And if you never get it back, when I come and need it again, give it to me again. Can I borrow? But I understand every time that I give a borrow, he keeps on blessing me. He blesses me with more than what they borrow from me. So I don't realize it. I just realized my birthright meant that the oil of reciprocity just kicked in. You didn't hear what I said. The oil of reciprocity kicked in because Abraham couldn't get his full blessing until Lot borrowed the best from him that he thought he broke him. And Lot took the best. Abraham got his best. And so you have to understand the reason that the birthright is so important in your spirit is so that you will not become harsh. Your heart will not become hard. You will not get upset when you see I was never created just to be able to have and have and have and have and never to release. So that's why somebody else has to borrow from me, because I'm the lender. You ain't getting it. That's why over some of our spirit we are known as First National of God. Say what? TD, totally debt free. And he wants us to understand, don't measure it in what was given. Measure it in the fact that every time there was a need, God has prospered you. Go ahead. Because your birthright leaks the oil of the blessing that it's not you borrowing. That you would not borrow, but that you would lend. That you would be the head and direction. If you would hearken, the birthright would literally come alive in you. So here it is. Here it is. What are we saying? What is he telling us today? He says, this is the time that I am going to show you that this is not now the time to fall asleep. Don't fall asleep in finding out who you are. Don't stray away and go trying some strange stuff that came from strange folk. Don't get hooked up with people with strange spirits. Don't get busy. Don't get lazy now in wanting your true birthright. You're in a wealthy place. There's been a seed put upon you. There's a seed that wants to blossom and grow. But you can't get antsy now and go wandering in a wilderness of your own issues. Don't let your issues now the voice that leads you out into the wilderness. You've got to realize and you've got to agree with God that I'm a worker in the kingdom against darkness. That I am a worker in the kingdom because I realize that my blessing is beyond Abraham. I am connected to the blessing of all blessings, the eternal, blameless, holy and pure, only begotten Son of God. And I realize that I have the right to declare that I am not dead, but I'm alive. And I am one of God's beloved. I am one of God's elect. And I shall experience my better. My better isn't just sitting beside me, but my better is the latter things, the latter rain that's coming. And everybody gets upset now if there is even a clue, even if there is just an incident, even if there is a cloud that comes that may bring the rain. But he said, I must bring the rain to water the seed that's dry on the inside, that you keep thinking that because it's not moving the way it used to move, that I am not with you to secure the things that I had in you. And now somebody just clap your hands and tell God, thank you. Sit down. He said, first of all, you need to understand the first basic principle. The first basic principle is he talked to them concerning their birthright because he wanted them to understand spiritual security. You need to understand that you have a right called spiritual security because spiritual security bears fruit in winter. Spiritual security becomes pregnant with your future so much that spiritual security goes in the dry places of your life and it starts to get pregnant with your future even though you're trying to cry about your past. Spiritual security. Spiritual security causes you to bear fruit out of your belief. Your belief is invisible. Now faith, belief, is the substance of things hoped for. It is the evidence. It is the fruit of that which is going to come. I'm in a bad place. Monday morning is coming and my rent hasn't been paid. Well, the fruit has to be working because now the fruit of favor is going to kick in and you're not going to get a letter of eviction. Y'all ain't trying to hear what I have to say. You won't get evicted. Instead, you will get the Abrahamic blessing of being able to stay and pay. No, I didn't say God going to drop an egg out the sky and they going to tell you your rent is canceled. No, but you can stay and pay. And I won't penalize you by putting a red big thing across your door and then put a cutoff notice and have you feel that you're less than and have your children come home and they say, Mommy, what does this mean? Evicted. Evicted. Mommy, you got a man named Ted you going to No, baby, it's not evicted. It means we are, y'all they get it. Evicted? No. Mom, is that his name, Ted? He says, what you have upon you is your faith, your belief. Your belief says that even though I suffer much, even though there are manifold trials, even though I'm mad with myself from the inside, and some of the persecution that I'm receiving is self-persecution. I'm beating myself up from the inside because some of these tribulations, they didn't even have my name on them. I went after them. Come on, I need to talk to you. Some of this stuff is because I got grown before I could walk. You know, I'm trying to remember what I said. I didn't try the spirit. You know, we miscalculate what God is saying. Many people try the spirit by the spirit. Wrong answer, darling. Try the spirit to see if it is of God. That's what the scripture says. If you try the spirit by the spirit, you trying it by what it is. And you like what it is. Tall, dark, and mocha. Who wears creed? Oh, he got on sexual. And I need a sexual healer. Y'all don't want to hear the church today? I'm still in the book. Mama ain't never felt this way about no girl. Mama, she got my heart going this way. Mama, that's the right side my heart is on. Because mama, if it ain't her heart is all over me. Son, leave that bad girl alone. She fresh. Mama, I know she fresh. She's so cute. Y'all ain't trying to know what I got to say. Mama, you can't tell me now I'm 30 years old. I know you're 30. And I've been trying to fight them demons off of your life all your life. And the reason you ain't crazy or cool cock right now is because all them hoochies I've been trying to fight off of your life. But I'm telling you, if you want to give up your birthright, y'all ain't trying to hear the next one. If you want to give up your birthright and you start going back eating from the land of Lot. Because I ain't got to the part to tell you. Lot took the best, and by the time that he got down to Sodom, he didn't have enough righteousness. Y'all ain't trying to hear that. He was willing to give his virgin daughter. He was willing to take his seed. They didn't even want what he stole from Abraham. They didn't even want what. Do you understand? They got the concept. He took the best. He took every means of mass production when he left from Abram. He took it. He took everything that wasn't spotted. When you go into Israel, you will never see a spotted calf. When you go into Israel, you see nothing but groves of olives. You can't buy land in Israel. So you know what they do in Israel? They put a tree on a man's land. And if I put a tree on your land and you don't complain about it, your land becomes mine. See, we got the wrong concept. We cut down all the trees. They don't cut no trees. And you know why they don't cut any trees? Because they don't have an irrigation system. There is nothing but rocks. How can a tree grow through a rock? Because an olive has in it the capability to go under the first, second, third, fourth, fifth level of rock. It was made to grow in rough terrain. So you got still those that we will call the bandits that live out in the rocks with olive groves. You ain't catching it. Because the birthright is so big, y'all ain't catching it. They bandits, but they blessed. So to all of us who are mothers and fathers, don't worry about your bandits that's under your name. Because they like living in rough terrain. But they are so blessed because the seed in them is so strong. It is made to go under 5 and 6 and 7 layers